to be you. Live, work, play, sleep allergy-free with Allergex non-drowsy. A runny nose, itchy throat and skin, swollen eyes, coughing and wheezing. These might sound like mild symptoms, but these small symptoms can put a dampener on your day. Now with spring fast approaching and with beautiful wildflowers popping up all over the place, it's truly a beautiful time. But for some, it can be very troublesome. So here to talk to us about this seemingly happy season that can affect people negatively, we have pharmacist Jackie Maimin. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
It's lovely to see you again, Jackie, especially... Listen, my sinuses are already tingling speaking about allergies and the springtime. But as we do continue to celebrate Pharmacy Month this September, what conversations should we be having with our pharmacy, especially when it comes down to our allergies?
Absolutely. So as you quite correctly said, it's a wonderful time of the year. But for those that suffer from allergies, it can be a miserable time. And so I think one of the important things is that if you do suffer from allergies, pop in and see your pharmacist in the pharmacy. And there's a few questions you can ask them. So firstly, is this an allergy or is it something else? And I think you need to have a discussion around that. Then, how do I control my symptoms? What is the best medication for me? Or do I need medication? So these are some of the questions that you can ask rather than just suffer in silence.
I get that, girl. I'm always about prevention being better than cure. But sometimes you have to adapt and acclimatize to the situation and the environment around you. So then what should be discussed and covered with our pharmacist quite specifically?
You need to explain your symptoms. Okay, because as you've already said, it can be your eyes, it can be your nose, your throat, itching. So discuss your symptoms with the pharmacist. The next thing is you need to look at what exactly do you need. So if you are a truck driver, you don't want to be taking an antihistamine that's going to make you drowsy. So you need a non-drowsy antihistamine. You might need an antihistamine that's short-acting. Maybe it just affects you in the evenings. But there are also long-acting antihistamines. And then there are corticosteroid nose sprays. There's decongestant nose sprays. There's antihistamine eye drops. So I think it's very important to discuss this with your pharmacist so that you're taking the right medicine to control your particular symptoms in your lifestyle.
Now, how effective is over-the-counter medication, especially when it comes to our allergies?
Over-the-counter medicine taken properly for the right condition is extremely effective. And the nice thing about it is that this over-the-counter medicine can prevent secondary infections from taking place. So you'll know if you've got a few allergies, you've got a bit of a stuffy nose, if you treat it immediately and effectively, it's not going to develop into a sinusitis or an ear infection where you could be down for days and have to go onto a course of antibiotics. So very effective taken properly. Okay,
understood. Now, there's also an initiative and something that's quite interesting to me that I need you to kind of break down, Jackie. What is pharmacy-initiated therapy and how can it help?
Okay, so there are a number of medicines in a pharmacy which your pharmacist can prescribe. Okay, it's generally for minor ailments, and this is called pharmacist-initiated therapy, or PIT. So if you come in, for instance, allergies, a pharmacist it's well within their scope of practice to diagnose what you've got and to treat it symptomatically. And basically that is pharmacist-initiated therapy. There are many conditions that we can treat at pharmacy level.
Well, then the next question is, now that we've consulted with our pharmacist, we've had these conversations, and we've been able to diagnose what could be possibly wrong, at what stage then do we see a doctor?
Okay, and that's very important. So I think, you know, if your symptoms are severe, if it has been going on for a long time, in other words, you've been taking an antihistamine or a painkiller for 2 weeks or so, or if you've been taking something, it's been getting better, and you suddenly start getting worse again, time to see your doctor. Gotcha. But I think the important thing here again is if you're not sure, pop in and see your pharmacist. We can do a screening, assess your symptoms, and we'll be the first ones to tell you if you need to go and see your doctor.
Oh, well, thank you so much for stopping by Afternoon Express and kind of breaking down everything that we need to know, not only about allergies, but how our pharmacists can be that pillar of strength that we need. Really, really appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Now, September is National Pharmacy Month, a period of creating awareness on how pharmacy professionals can help enrich the health of communities. Support your local pharmacy. They are the pillar of our communities. Brought to you by Allergex Non-Drowsy in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave. We've been long in the game, healing South Africa one allergy at a time. All the sneezing, runny nose, itching of nose and throat, we've left no stone unturned until finally South Africa recognized us. You've given us the courage to continue to do what we do best. Live, work, play, sleep allergy-free with Allergex Non-Drowsy. Ask your pharmacist for the full allergy range. Brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave.